Activision devs do not play their own game. It's not your dad doesn't support you.
You should know, you worked at a coffee shop, you stupid bitch.
My name is Casey, and absolutely not fucking Tanner, because my parents don't hate me that much.
Hey, did they have just 8 patches lined up, but they just didn't release them because they were on break? No, you moron kids.
Then we'll, of course, get into it. Change your fucking name and get scammed. He's feeling under the weather.
I probably won't say another word until Stay Humble, so have a good pod, Raz. I'll be here listening.
Got it. We are live. Welcome, boys and girls, to the Dropshot, a Call of Duty podcast, episode number.
That's right. It's there.
259. My name is Casey, also known as Razinon. I am joined, as always, by little tiny bud Tanner. How's it going, Tanner?
Pretty
I
good.
like the color of your mug there. It's a great looking mug. Great color scheme.
Yeah.
Little gradient. Little black to gray gradient.
Le Crues. How do you say this? Great mug. Yeah, I agree. Fantastic mug.
I don't know how to say whatever it is. Oh. Yeah. So, yeah. Buy American, but that's cool, man. Yeah. Welcome to the show. Today, we have an episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
Kind
of.
Sorta. Yeah. Here's the thing, guys. This week, just not much happened, right? Not much has happened. Some things have a little bit, and we're going to get into them. I believe the biggest story that we're going to go over today that's been on the TL in the past week is, of course, some leaked MW2 gameplay, which we will not be showing on the stream, but we'll get into that. But there are a couple of other things to talk about, and I am excited to talk about some of this MW2 stuff going around. Because one thing in particular I'm very curious about and excited to talk about. So before that, we got a couple announcements. We have timestamps. You can skip to whatever you want. Keep that in mind. Let's see. And we're doing a giveaway today as well, which I'm very excited about. So, hold on one second. Where should we put this thing, Tanner?
What
this
thing?
little thing.
Where are we at?
That thing.
Where should we put that?
Where does that
I think right there.
go?
I think that should be the first
Put
one.
that
Yeah.
thing there. Okay,
Yeah, that
we'll keep
works.
that thing there. So, all right. Before we get into the announcements, we got a couple new patrons. Welcome to our new gold patrons. First, we got Cody R, our new gold patron. I don't know what his profile picture is. It's like 2 busts in a black room or something. And we spelled Cody with a K. That was a mistake, wasn't it? That was a massive mistake.
I have no idea what that profile picture is. Like, I can't even take a guess. I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know. I hate it. I don't know what's going on. I hate the name Cody with a K more, though. Because how many times has this guy had to say, oh, it's Cody with a K? Come on, man. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. So change your name and disenfranchise yourself from your parents. And welcome aboard, buddy. New gold patron. Also, we got Bruce Dassel. I don't know what that is. It looks like there is a picture of Caitlyn/Bruce Jenner.
I was gonna say,
maybe?
that's Bruce Jenner, isn't it? That's an
that
OG
appears
picture
to be
of Bruce.
pre-transition.
That's Bruce himself, yeah.
Caitlyn, right? Caitlyn Jenner. So that's something. I don't know what Dassel is. I don't know what Bruce Dassel is. This is a reference that is lost on me, and I hate it.
It's someone old for sure. Whoever this person is, they're old.
This person is very old. Yeah, they're for sure. Libs of TikTok is their favorite Twitter account.
Yeah.
They retweet everything that's posted there, of course. Just interesting. Yeah. And anyway, Bruce Dassel, welcome, buddy. another new gold patron. More importantly, we have a new platinum patron, Mike B.
Fake name.
Profile picture. Generic name.
No, that's a profile picture. He has the Toronto Ultra profile picture, so even worse. He's a CDL team as his
much
profile
worse.
Picture.
Yeah, change it, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
Change it, obviously, and of course. But Mike, welcome aboard, buddy. Mike Buddy, that's who this is.
Little bud.
Very kind of you. Much appreciated. Even better than you, though, Mike. CDL. Welcome to a new annual, holy shit, man, Damascus, wow, patron. Saving 16% on his patronage. And this is a doozy. Clam grabber. Yeah. Clam grabber.
Yikes.
That's a bit of a yikers.
Okay, man.
I mean, hopefully that means literal crustaceans. That's what I like to believe. I
would love to believe that, but I also doubt it. Yes.
I'd love to believe it, but
yeah, he absolutely agreed, C-Brand.
But knowing the types of the dregs of society that listen to this podcast, that's probably not what he means.
Yeah.
So
Babylon B's #1 fan for sure. This guy. We have a couple of those guys today, man.
Yeah, we got a lot of InfoWars premium members.
Yeah. Got it.
Colloidal silver. Make your dick huge.
Dude, I went on
Infowars.com/store.
I went on Spotify and just typed in Alex Jones and downloaded like the 4 most recent episodes of whatever podcast he's on to listen to, on my flights next week or there. I'm excited, man.
Yeah,
it's
that's
hours of
a
Alex
program.
Jones content.
You can shit on Alex Jones all you want. You can say he's crazy. You can say he's over the top. And say he takes it a little too far. But you can't say that guy is not likable.
Well,
he is a likable guy, dude.
You can't help but just laugh at some of the dumb shit
but
he
like
says.
him, dude.
It's insane.
He is a likable guy. He's got a lot of shit right too. Have you seen those memes that are like there's
so
so
many
many
wrong, but he's also gotten a few things right. Yeah.
No, he's gotten a lot right, dude. Actually, there are memes, and they take a bunch of different like kind of formats, but like one would be like, it's a picture of a jar, and it's like a swear jar. So every time you swear, you put like $1 in. But then the meme will edit the text on the jar to be like, Alex Jones was right all along jar.
Really? That's funny.
And there's just like a hand putting $1 in it or something, and it's fucking full. And, oh man, they're great memes. They're really funny. But like some of the shit he says, like, dude, he'll say something and then it'll take like 12 years, but then it'll become public knowledge that this fucking insane thing that like China's making pig human chimeras.
What the fuck?
Or something like that. It's like they're making chimeras or something. He said this, I don't know, in the fucking 80s or 90s probably. And everyone's like, okay, well, that's obviously completely insane. There's no chance that's happening. Like, you're out of your mind. And then sure enough, actually 10 plus years later, everyone learns about it. And it's like not a conspiracy anymore. It's true. And then people are like, oh, fuck, Alex Jones said this. So fun. He's a likable guy, man.
If he didn't say the things about the school shootings, he wouldn't be nearly as hated as he is.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
That's what everyone hates him for, is that shit.
Yeah.
Which,
he
and
deserves. I don't know all the details on that, What he says about it is like, I got some info that made it look suspicious, so I talked about that. But I didn't tell anyone to go fucking harass the parents.
Mm-hmm.
But some of my listeners did, because many of my listeners are completely insane.
That's
what he said.
Yeah.
And if that's true, it's like, yeah, well, I mean, you got to be more, what's it called? Responsible, I guess. But either way, whatever. Anyway, Clam Grabber, let us know. Give us the dossier on Alexander Jones. And welcome aboard, buddy. Thank you very much. Our new annual Damascus patron. And last but not least, we got a returning face, longtime listener, longtime waster of money, Mike Zanoli. And I'm going to say his whole name because he said it himself, and I believe
And that's his name
that's
on
his
Twitch.
name. So get doxxed. Has upgraded and taken the final slot of the Obsidian patrons. Absolutely upgrading to Obsidian. 5 out of 5 slots are filled. There can be no more. Get absolutely scammed. Mike Z, thank you very much. Dumb shit. Welcome aboard. And I hope you enjoy the Black Discord name or whatever.
Or something, yeah, or whatever. So who do we respect more? A yearly Damascus or a monthly Obsidian?
That's a great question.
At what point do we start respecting the monthly Obsidian more? Is it like at the 4-month mark? What's the strat going forward with that? Because as of now, he could end Obsidian this month and he would have done less than Clam Grabber, the annual Damascus, you know?
That's true.
So I don't know.
That's true.
I don't know what the strat is there. I don't know what the meta is.
It depends how long it will take Mike Zanoli to come to his senses and stop being an Obsidian patron.
Yeah.
I think that is the central question.
He could prove us wrong by going yearly. That's the best strat he could do.
He could go annual Obsidian. I don't think that's ever happened before. Or did Chris do that?
I don't think so. It's been attempted by Slivo. We still need to figure out what's going on with that. That's still broken, I think.
We got to look into that.
We'll look into that, Slivo. We're still trying to figure it out. But
no one's that dumb. Or at least yet.
Not yet.
As of now.
As of this second, yeah.
Either way, Mike, thank you very, very much, dude. Real dumb, but very helpful and appreciated, buddy. And I know you've been listening for a long time and dropping dimes for a long time. We very much appreciate that, dude. Thank you very much. Grazie, as your people would say. Mike. And thanks. Speaking of Patreon, it is September. The Patreon overhaul is now live. We've talked about this at length. And basically, we trimmed down the number of bonus eps for all the tiers. But to replace that, all patrons are now going to get every episode, public episode, such as this one, ad-free and early in audio format. That is starting now.
Right fucking now, yeah. Starting,
right fucking
holy
now.
Shit, starting in 2 hours, probably.
So if you listen to the program and you don't want to have to skip through ads, don't need to. Join the Patreon, patreon.com/thedropshot. Prices have not changed. Okay. And for as little as $5 a month, you'll get every episode without ads, and you'll get them earlier than everyone else will, on top of bonus eps and more. So if you want all the details, I have updated our Patreon page. Everything there is correct and reflects how the Patreon is actually going to be working. So you can go to patreon.com/thedropshot. Look at the tiers, see what interests you, and of course, support the program now. And to all of our new patrons, thank you guys very much. And if you become a new patron or you've been a patron and you want to get in on this ad-free action, this early access action, I would encourage you once again, go to the Discord, go to new patron onboarding, and then there is a guide on how to link your Patreon to your Discord account, which you should do, and a guide on how to integrate the Patreon RSS feed into whatever podcast app you use, such as Spotify, Stitcher, etc. That way you can get these early access eps with no ads delivered straight to whatever app you normally listen to us on. In addition, the bonus episodes get delivered that way as well, so you'll have access to those too. So we're very excited to be launching this. Finally, we've gotten a lot of new patrons recently in anticipation of this change, and we are very thrilled, and we hope you guys enjoy this as much as we expect you to. So that is that. Now, speaking of, once again, the Patreon, We finished out August strong. We got 7 bonus eps out. And our last 3 episodes were quite good. Some of them very well received. We did a Season 5 Second Impressions episode. We did a Rebirth Island Revisited episode. And then we did sort of a Warzone brainstorm focused on Rebirth and Fortune's Keep. And I quite enjoyed recording all of those. We got really good feedback on all of them from different people, which was not that surprising because I think they were strong showings and we enjoyed those quite a lot. And by the way, another thing I'll mention, and this is now reflected on Patreon, so now this is more clear. Whenever you become a patron, you unlock all past bonus episodes for that tier. So if you become a gold patron, you get every single episode we've ever released that a gold patron would be able to listen to. So you can go listen to these right now if you become a patron. You get access to the back catalog. What were your thoughts on our last our finishing in August?
Oh, yeah, I thought it was really good, actually. You know, honestly, we had talked about that last month. For sure, on the behind the scenes, I think we talked about it publicly, saying, like, this month's going to be tough. There's going to be nothing going on in the game. MW2 shit isn't out yet, so these episodes are going to be a little rough. But actually, the last 2 especially, about talking about Rebirth and then like small map of Brainstorm, I really, really like those because we were having a ton of fun playing Rebirth and Fortune's Keep. I think if we had forced ourselves to, you know, play Caldera, those episodes wouldn't have been so positive. But we just said, fuck it. We don't want to play Caldera. It's miserable right now. Unplayable, in my opinion. So we had a lot more fun on Keep and Rebirth, and it made it very easy to do those episodes. And there's a lot of things I actually like talking about those. In those, like the Swiss is back, baby. My baby's back on the small maps. Stuff like that. Experimenting with a bunch of different guns. You know, and the hot topic of Rebirth versus Fortune's Keep again, too. So I like talking about it all. It's been fun playing those maps. Played Keep again yesterday, quite a few games, and had a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing those episodes. And Caldera being what it is, which is of course a dumpster fire. Who was that tweet that you liked? I ended up liking that tweet too. And it was from a check mark, and it was pretty viral. And they were like, dude, Warzone has no audio.
Oh, that
and
was
they, like,
from
specifically Westy.
I see his name all the time. Really don't know who he is. Audio just doesn't exist in Warzone anymore. No footsteps, no parachute sounds, muted helicopters, missing equipment audio. The entire gulag is broke with no explosive sounds. But the audio we do have is super important. Riffs for picking up hero villain tokens, clown face. And he said the same thing.
Friend of the pod.
This guy listened to our last episode. It's gotten worse each season of Caldera, with more and more needless audio being layered on top of what is actually important. That is exactly what we said, like the last episode that we talked about this. Yeah.
Yep.
It's literally just they keep layering shit, and that's why you can't hear anything anymore. That's why it's gotten so much worse. The audio, footstep audio hasn't changed since day one of Warzone. It's just other sounds now have blocked out the footstep audio.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Westy is an absolute friend of the pod.
Yeah.
And he's a secret listener for sure. But I was like, dude, this is the most based tweet I've seen from a blue check mark in so fucking long. I was very happy to see that getting some traction because he's, of course, as we've said, obviously 100% correct on that topic. So in some sense, Caldera being a dumpster fire was kind of a little blessing in disguise for me, because if Caldera's like, even if regular BR is ever even like playable, even if it's not like super fun, I'm just not very motivated to go try Rebirth or Fortunes very often. But because it's been so bad, I was like, all right, well, I like really need to commit to the little baby maps. And that ended up being really nice because those modes are still quite fun and quite playable. And yeah, we explored those things at length in those last Patreon eps. So if you are a patron or you're thinking of becoming one, you can go listen to those now. They are all live. And we made a strong finish for August. So, a couple more announcements. we now have a new partnership with Vincero. Vincero watches, accessories, etc. Okay. Now you might be thinking, hey, what's going on? I'm listening to this episode as a patron early and I thought ad-free. Get scammed on the first day of September. Get scammed on the first day of September because, oops, no, you're not, right? So here's the deal. Okay, if you are a patron, you're not going to hear our Vincero ad. If you're not a patron, you fucking will, okay? And we need your guys' help. First month is always very important. We're in the first month with our partnership with True Collective, Friends of the Pod, True Classic, excuse me, and now Vincero as well, okay? So we have a Discord page called at the top, info, our partners. And Vincero's not on it yet, but we're going to put it on because it starts today. Listen to the ad and help us out with Vincero. Tanner got some sunglasses. I got a watch. I need to put my battery in the watch. But Tanner's already used the glasses.
Oh, I wear
How are
them.
they working, buddy? The sunnies.
No
you
cap
call them,
on
right?
a stack. I open these suckers up. I'm not kidding. This isn't an ad. No one from Vincero will ever listen to this. And I was like, holy fuck. I was very surprised at how excellent the quality was. I have Ray-Bans now. And after picking these up, these cost like $30, $40 less than the Ray-Bans that I own. Feel like way better quality. They look really cool. I actually have them right here. You can kind of see them. These are the... Fuck, I wish I could tell you the name. I forgot what they are. They're dope looking. It's like... Let's put them on.
A little purpley hue? Is that what I'm seeing? Little purplish hue?
How did you...
Throw them things
West
on.
Side. Is this West Side?
No.
Is that not West
West
Side?
Side is this, buddy. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there we go. You guys see? It's...
Or that.
Yeah. You guys like them?
Yeah.
I look like a Fed, huh?
You do look like a Fed, yeah.
These things fuck, though. No cap. I'm excited to wear these in Hawaii, dude. I wasn't going to bring them. Okay, they're called the Presley. That's the name. They're the Presley, and this is the black smoke color. It's very hard to see on camera, but it's like black, and then it kind of gets like light grayish through here. Really cool design. Like them a lot.
Yeah.
Actually,
and
going to
Vincero's
get
been
another pair.
around for quite a while. They, if you've listened to podcasts a lot, you've probably heard of Vincero before. They sponsor a lot of podcasts. And now they're considering partnering with us. But we need your help, okay? So you're going to hear an actual ad read if you're not a patron. But if you are, or if you're not, let me remind you. First month, super important, okay? Vincero, figure it out. And use our promo code, Dropshot. Our promo code is going to be the same everywhere. It's going to be Dropshot. Go to vincerocollective.com/Dropshot. Buy something. Use our code.
Yeah.
We need your help, okay? Figure it out.
A lot of cool products. They have like wallets and shit, too. There's a lot of cool stuff on there.
It's like accessories kind of deal.
Women's shit, too, by the way. So if you need to get your whore something, your lovely wife, your girlfriend, whoever that is, you can order them all sorts of stuff. Really good shit.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Love whores at the Dropshot.
We do. That statement does not reflect Vincero's opinions.
No,
but,
it doesn't. Yeah, no.
But only our own.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. First month, very important. Please help us out. All right, now the moment Twitter is waiting for. We have a giveaway to do. Is that correct, Tanner?
Apparently, yeah. I forgot about that. Well, we're doing a giveaway, huh?
Holy shit, man. So we made a tweet to give away a peasant edition of MW2 to a peasant. To win, you had
peasant shitter, yeah.
to interact with our tweet. Now, Tanner, how did that tweet do in terms of traction and exposure and all of that shit?
Pretty good. We did around 250 to 275 likes and retweets. Got a couple hundred followers out of it. Yeah, it did pretty well. I thought it did very well.
So now what we're going to be doing live, and we're going to show this on the stream so no one thinks it's rigged. Not that we would do that anyway, but still, just to clear the air, okay? we are going to use a website called twitterpicker.com that is designed for expressly this purpose. Now, here's the thing. We're going to randomly pick a winner using this website. However, the website checks what you have done and how you've interacted with the tweet. To win, you have to be following the Twitter account, you had to have retweeted it, and you had to have commented on the tweet. So, if we pick a winner and they don't meet all those criteria, you didn't win, and we're picking again. So very simply, follow instructions next time if that happens to you. True. And I sincerely hope someone wins, but they didn't follow the very easy steps, and so we can not give it to them. I really hope that happens.
Oh, I'd love that.
Because the best way to learn is to get burned. Okay?
Yeah.
So with that said, are we ready to give this? And I think how we're going to do this, by the way, is we'll DM you on Twitter and figure out how to give you the game. I don't know how it works. I don't know if I can like actually just buy the game for someone. I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to look into it. Haven't. If I can't, I'll just PayPal the winner however much it costs to buy the game, and then they'll buy cocaine with it probably. But either way, in spirit, we're giving away the game. So that is the idea here. Tanner, are we ready to pick our winner?
We're ready. So it's 278 entries are loaded. I selected the option that they must be following us. We're going to go continue here, I guess. We're going to hit begin draw. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Is this going to, so when this draws somebody, will it only pick someone who is liked and followed?
It'll show all of them, and it'll show if they failed. It automatically picks someone, and it shows if like they're not following, that they don't count. And then it gives you a direct link to what they did, so you can click on it and make sure they did it and everything. So here we go. We're gonna have one winner. First one, Byte Fan. Let's see. Let's triple check everything.
Let's take the entry.
He retweeted it. He liked it.
Okay.
I think he got it.
Wait, hold on. Is he following us?
Yes, because that would automatically kick him out. Filters miss none. So Byte Fan's the winner. Woo! Shout out to Byte Fan, man.
Shout out to Byte Fan.
Rigged, yeah. Here come the rigged comments. Yeah.
So you saw it here live. All we did was use a website that we don't have any ownership of. So congratulations to Byte Fan. Change it. I wish you didn't win because that name pisses me off.
I hate you, Byte Fan, yeah.
But unfortunately for us, you did. So we will be DMing you from the podcast account probably tomorrow, maybe today, whenever. But we'll get you the game before it comes out, buddy. So don't you fucking worry. And congratulations to you. Now, if you're sitting here seething that you didn't win, first of all, your odds weren't great. So let's be clear on that. Second of all, you have another chance, okay? We are, I believe on Saturday, we're going to do the same thing, except not for a tweet. I'm going to make a list of all of our patrons between this moment and Saturday, and then I'm going to put it in a similar website, and I'm going to pick a patron at random and give them the Vault edition of Modern Warfare 2, the King, Chad, Stacy edition, Queen edition. So if you want to try your luck again, patreon.com/thedropshot, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is be a patron. I'll pull the list myself. You don't have to comment. You don't have to fucking do anything else other than be a patron. And then you have a chance to win the MW2 Vault edition of the game. The Twitter thing we did for engagements, maybe new listeners, etc. The Patreon thing, we're not going to tweet about it. We're not going to talk about it besides right now and on Saturday, really. This is not for clout. This is not for growth. This is just to say thanks to all of our patrons. And to kind of celebrate the overhaul, which we are very excited about. So there you go. Congratulations to ByteFan. That's it for the announcements. Let's get this party started. If you were listening for the jingle, it's coming right up.
It's already playing, yeah.
Stop.
Fed Smoker AZ, thanks for the tier 1 for 4 months. Gang, black helicopters. That's what I'd like to hear, man. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
All right. Welcome, boys and girls, to the broadcast. Today we have an episode. Starting off with our first section, we have one patch note / change already in effect, and it is virtually a meaningless one in the past week. And that is that the Umbrella Academy operator shit is now live. That's all. That's it. What is Umbrella Academy? No idea.
It's the VeggieTales.
I don't know. Yeah, I remember that, but I don't. What is this a movie? Is it a TV show?
It was based on I think it's a comic that was then turned into a TV show, but it's based on like a comic or something different. But yeah, it's the ones where the one in right now is some little character, some cartoon looking character, and it's an operator. It's a cute little operator, honestly. I mean, I'd use that over 95% of the operator bundles they add into to the game, so it's not bad. I contemplated buying it, but I decided I'd save my 20,000 COD points. I have 20,000 COD points.
That's it. That's all. That's all that's changed with the game in the last week. Now, once again, let me reiterate, I don't care. This is fine. I want Activision and all of their dev teams to be trying their best to be making MW2 and Warzone 2 and DMZ playable. So I'm okay with this, but that is all that has happened in the past week in terms of things really being added to the game. Playlists have been shaken up as they will continue to be, but that varies day by day. Nothing to really talk about there. And now on to which is going to be the biggest portion of our show here, besides announcements, news and upcoming changes.
Yeah, starting off here, we do have a potential upcoming change. As Raven does sometimes, they ask for feedback on Twitter, and they change some things with Warzone based off that feedback. So they ran a poll yesterday saying, we love the response to Titanium Trials. We are contemplating bringing the loadout price reduction at every circle to Battle Royale. Will this change be a W or an L? Cast your vote. So you can vote W or L. If you don't remember, it was like first circle, it was 10,000, then it would go down to what, like 7,500, and eventually it would get down to like 5,000.
First circle, it was not 10,000. It was like 12,500 or 15.
Was it?
Yeah. I'm almost positive, yeah. First is 15, yes, yeah. So it actually started as more than 10K, and then as the game went on, it went to less than 10K.
I wonder if that's how they would actually do it. Or if they would start
my big concern.
At 10 and then just drop it.
And once again, Raven being unclear. Because those are a big difference to me. But before I get into that, it was tweeted yesterday. 75% of 20,000 voters at the time we took this screenshot said, yes, we want this to come to regular BR. And then 25% said, no, we don't want this to come to regular BR. We want it to always be 10K. So that means this is coming to regular BR. The question is, will it start at 10K and then go down to like 5? Will it start at 10 and go to 7.5?
It'll probably go to free by the second circle based off how Caldera is now. Yeah.
Or would it start at 15 and go to 7.5? That changes my opinion on this significantly.
True.
But what are your thoughts, Tanner?
Yeah, because the way they say bringing the loadout price reduction at every circle to Battle Royale does kind of make it sound like they wouldn't raise the starting price like Titanium Trials had then, but I don't know. They're saying it's feedback from Titanium Trials. I don't know. If it starts at the same price and gets slower, then it's completely unnecessary. And of course, it's winning the vote. I mean, it's not difficult to regain on Caldera now at all. One person in the comments made a good point, and they were like, if you're going to do anything, make the second loadout come earlier than like the fifth circle it comes in. Because at that point, it's almost, you almost can not ever use that for a regain. It's more just like you've died, you've regained earlier, and that's your second loadout or something. It's like, it doesn't usually help with the regain. And we've talked about that like a long time ago, that it's like, well, it comes in so late, especially with how the flow of the game used to be. There'd be like hardly any people left.
Super dangerous.
Oh, you don't even, yeah. You don't usually even get your second loadout unless you're a top 5 team, it seems. So I don't really like that. But at the end of the day, I don't know. Caldera's chalked for me, in my opinion, at this point anyways. If this is winning the vote, just fucking do it. And it's obvious they're going to do this.
They're, of course, going to, yeah. So Caldera is a trash dumpster fire. No matter how this happens, it won't save it. But one possibility is better than the other. If it starts at 15K and then goes down in price, I would much rather that than it start at 10K and go down in price. Because we already have an issue on Caldera, and this is what we talked about in our Season 5 second impressions on Patreon at patreon.com/thedropshot, which is the best way to support the podcast. There's already a problem in Caldera of people having access to too much money. And if you make loadouts even cheaper by starting them at 10 and then reducing the price as the game goes on, that's effectively just putting even more money in people's pockets to call in even more cluster strikes than the dozen per match that are on me every game already. And that's going to be a disaster. And good teams, of course, are going to take advantage of this. Like they will take advantage of everything. Like they've been taking advantage of a very healthy Caldera economy that allows them to call in so many kill streaks. Now they're going to make that even more of a problem if they start at 10K. If they start at 15K and then work down to 7.5, I think that would be virtually meaningless. Because first loadout comes so early, that is very often going to be the first loadout you actually get. You're very often getting that before you buy a loadout anyway.
Yep.
And then by the time you would want to buy a second loadout, you'll have however much money you need, whether it is 10 or 15 or whatever. However, another thing that I didn't really think about till right now is this could be different depending on what playlist you're playing. So like in solos, this is actually way bigger of a deal on either end of the spectrum than in like quads.
Yeah, for sure.
Because buying a loadout in solos starting at 15K is going to be a tall order. And that might result in a shift in the meta where people camp loadouts more. Because people in solos are going to know everyone has to go for free loadout. I'm just going to camp it. Because they're not getting 15K before they go for their free loadout. You know?
True.
For example. So, I don't know. I wish they were clear. Just one time ever. I wish they'd be clear about what they're saying. But this is an ambiguous tweet, and I don't know which it means. All of that said, once they make whatever change they're going to make, I hope it's the one... I hope it would start at 15K and then go down to 7.5 or whatever. Yeah. I think that would be ultimately better than starting at 10 and dropping in price. But we'll find out. So
yep, if they're gonna do that, that may come. Well, that would come next week at this point. Yeah, next Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
So cool. Support for today's episode comes from Vincero Collective. If you aren't familiar with Vincero yet, they make exceptionally crafted and stylish watches at very affordable prices. Other premium handcrafted watches have insane markups. You can finally own a high quality and lasting timepiece without going broke. The best part is you guys listening are getting hooked up to save even more with the biggest discount they offer. So if you're looking for the perfect accessory to help elevate your style for a limited time only, get 20% off and free shipping site-wide with our exclusive code DROPSHOT at VinceroCollective.com. Here's what I got. Look at these. These are the Presley Black Smoke sunglasses. Look how excellent these things look. I absolutely love them. Can't wait to take them to Hawaii next week. They're going to see a lot of beach, I'm telling you. So Vincero, they're a premium lifestyle brand out of San Diego that also makes high quality and affordable sunglasses, jewelry, and more. Vincero Collective is known for their exceptionally crafted, ethically made products for today's most ambitious people. Modern prices that upgrade your look and stand the test of time. There are 3 words that come to mind when I think of their products: stylish, quality, versatility. Vincero designs everything in-house, sources their own materials, and produces in small batches. They're committed to doing things well or not doing them at all. For all the boss men and women out there, their watches are a must. They can elevate your look with a twist of the wrist, made with surgical-grade stainless steel, durable silicone, and genuine Italian marble straps. These sleek modern watches come with traditional automatic and Japanese quartz movements. All of their sunglasses are polarized, 100% UV protection, and so many styles to choose from. Guys, I'm telling you, the styles are excellent. I love these things. The eye-catching and modern designs can go with any outfit or trend. Perfect for a day in the office or a date night out. This is the perfect gift for yourself or someone you love. You can finally look like a baller without having to spend like one. We know you guys don't have that much money. Don't take my word for it. With over 30,000 5-star reviews, they have been named GQ's go-to brand for premium lifestyle accessories. Vincero offers you a shopping experience you can trust, and if you need to return or swap, no problem. Vincero's 5-year guarantee and 365-day free return policy has you covered. From quality you can feel to style you can't deny, Vincero Collective guarantees to up your game. They can only offer this big of a discount for a limited time, so don't wait. It's going to be too late. Get 20% off free shipping site-wide with the code DROPSHOT at VinceroCollective.com. Support our show, we need it, and use code DROPSHOT at VinceroCollective.com. I guarantee you will find something that fits your style. Guys, it's excellent stuff. Shop Vincero today. Today's episode is brought to you by True Classic. Guys, let's talk about your t-shirts. Finding that perfect fitting shirt can just be terrible. I swear it's either way too tight, has a case of bacon neck, or is just plain big and boxy. Luckily, True Classic wants to make every man look good and feel good. Tighter fit in the chest and sleeves to make your arms pop, and room in the torso to keep everything nice and cozy. All their styles are super soft and pocket friendly. Guys, no more excuses. Get rid of those old, ratty, disgusting t-shirts I know you've been hanging on to for years, and get ready to upgrade. We have an exclusive deal for you guys. We want to hook you up with some True Classic. For a limited time, get 25% off with the code DROPSHOT at TrueClassic.com. Almost all men's t-shirts are designed to look good on a certain body type, those skinny models with 6-packs. But most of us, especially me, aren't packing anything but a few beers. There's nothing wrong with that. You guys know that. Guys, it's simple. You're wearing the wrong clothes. True Classic tees taper off towards the bottom. They fit tighter around the chest and shoulders. You can throw on True Classic with confidence, knowing we've got your bases covered. True Classic is more than a t-shirt company. They have all the menswear staples you can need. They've got polos, workout shirts. None of you guys work out, but you can get that still. It has that same flattering fit. It's a boxer briefs designed to keep your boys feeling nice and comfortable. They make it super easy to build your wardrobe, and you'll get top-notch quality for a great value. They have this pack builder on their website where you can custom bundle all the essential products and save even more with that discount we're offering you today. And for any of you big boys out there, they have long body options for the tall guys and up to triple XL on their staple color collection. True Classic will make you feel your best by accentuating the places the eye goes first. Wink, wink. Whether you have abs or flabs, their clothes look great on all body types. Trust me, guys, I love it. Skinny dudes, big dudes, buff dudes, dudes, dad bods. Whatever you are, True Classic has you covered. Get comfortable, get going, and upgrade your wardrobe with True Classic at 25% off at trueclassic.com with the code DROPSHOT. Free shipping included on purchases over $100. It's 100% risk-free guarantee with a 30-day return policy. True Classic. When you look good, feel good. Next up here, some things from Charlie Intel have been going around Twitter. There's leaked gameplay of MW2. Obviously, they didn't post it. We're not going to show it. We've seen it now on Twitter. It's like a 40-second clip. It is a single-player mission of some guy, the person playing. They're on a truck chasing another truck. They're shooting at it. You jump from the truck you're in to the other one. I think you're in like the back of the first one. You jump out. You're able to land on the other truck as you're both moving, barreling down the highway, 80 miles an hour. He lands in the back of the truck. There's an AK, picks it up, starts shooting the driver out. Then from the back, he's able to get in the front seat, like while the car's still moving. It's like he kind of like goes around the edge of the truck, pulls open the front door, keeps driving down, and then it shows one of the new mechanics that they already talked about, which is he's driving the vehicle and he's able to fully get out the window in first person ADS and shoot at the truck in front of him.
Did he really ADS in that?
He ADS'd, yeah, which I thought was interesting too. I didn't think you'd be able to do that. I thought that was kind of weird.
Be able to, yeah.
I'm not sure how he's fully out having
really
two guns.
Balance to be able to aim down sight
exactly
in a moving vehicle. Yeah.
So all in all, it was nothing special. There's a couple things Raz and I kind of noticed. Like it looked like the vehicles were taking damage, like visible damage, like they were getting dented and stuff. So that's something we may see coming to, ground war, battle royale maybe. Not sure, but that's something interesting. Could just be for the campaign also. But all in all, it didn't really showcase a whole lot, just mostly the new mechanic of you can shoot when driving and inside of vehicles like that. And you like get out through the window, kind of like in Grand Theft Auto or something, or a lot of games do that now.
Yes. So, yeah. As far as a campaign goes, yeah, it looked cool. Sounds fun. I don't care that much. What the more important kind of takeaway from this is that a lot of these mechanics, probably all of them actually, are going to be in, well, maybe not all of them. So in like regular multiplayer / Warzone, will you be able to jump onto an enemy player's vehicle in Warzone? Probably not. You would probably not be able to do that. You would just like get run over, basically. Like what would happen in Warzone right now is if you jump in the back of an enemy moving Bertha, you'll just like die.
Just kills you, yeah.
That's probably what Warzone 2 would be like as well. I don't think that particular mechanic would come to multiplayer or Warzone. And when I say multiplayer from now on, I mean, I'm including Warzone. Everything else I think will be though. Like being able to shoot while driving, ADS while driving, being able to, I guess that's kind of it. Shooting out of the bed of a truck. You'd probably be able to shoot out of the bed of a friendly truck, which I think is cool. But we kind of already have that with Berthas. You can just sit in the back and shoot. One thing that was interesting to me was there is, when you're driving the car, you see a little icon of your car in the bottom middle of your screen. And it is, imagine a drawing of a car that is two-dimensional, and it is completely filled in with white. And as your vehicle takes damage, the whiteness starts to deplete. As in, your car is now less healthy. If any of you have ever played like Gran Turismo before, it looks a lot like that. That little icon that shows your vehicle damage. So that's pretty interesting. And I think that will be coming to Warzone and multiplayer as well. You'll actually see a health bar or a weird looking health bar for your vehicle.
It almost looks like it's showing like where the damage is on the vehicle, because as he like rams shit,
Yeah.
it's like where the engine is on that little part of the.
I don't know if that's a coincidence or if it's showing directional damage. I was wondering
that would
too.
line up with what we're saying about how you see dents and shit. Maybe there's directional. Yeah, that would kind of make sense. Yeah, because as he hits things, like where the engine is, like starts getting more and more red, kind of. Mm-hmm. Or it's just only showing the engine, and once that's, I don't know, completely red, then the car blows up or something, or it's going to, yeah. But yeah, you're right. It does have a cute little icon there.
So I don't think that's that big of a deal. I think it's nice, though. I think it's a neat addition that doesn't detract from the game. And I think, depending on how exactly it works, we're still fairly unclear. That could be helpful. As far as how the game looks besides that, it looks exactly like MW 2019. And it's hard to tell what kind of quality we're looking at because it's a literal cell phone recording of a monitor of the gameplay. So yeah. It really wasn't that big of a deal. And unfortunately, we did not see any heads-up display besides the vehicle icon.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just
thing to keep in mind.
I mean, it looked, again, as we've already said about these low quality clips, if someone asked me if that was from MW 2019 or the new one, you can't tell a difference. This game, I think, is going to look very, very, very similar, like identical to MW 2019, which is fine. We don't need graphical improvements. We need performance improvements. The graphics
we need
of MW
visibility
2019 were
improvements.
Great.
That's
Good
my
enough.
worry still.
Oh yeah, you couldn't see anything in that video. There's so much dust and shit. You can barely see the car in front of you. But it's a campaign mission. So.
It's a campaign, so it's possible that won't carry over. Yeah. I'm coping, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So apparently there was also there was more gameplay footage that was leaked. Is that correct?
I guess I didn't even know that until I read this tweet from Charlie Intel. I didn't see that. I didn't hear about it, but they said additional video being shared showing a campaign mission we described back in June taking place in Amsterdam underwater near an entry port showing the MW2 swimming mechanic. So I did not see that at all.
I would love to see this. Unfortunately, I did not either. If anyone in chat has a link to a tweet with that footage, please share it. Mm-hmm. We are not going to show the footage itself on the podcast, but I want to see it and talk about it. I didn't know this existed either, and I did not obviously get to see it myself. I would be very curious to see what that looks like.
Yeah.
Because I think that would tell us a lot more than what we saw from the vehicle clip. So if someone wants to save the day and link to a tweet, please do that as soon as possible. We're going to continue on here. And if we get that footage, we're going to look at it and talk about it. So maybe we'll come back to this shortly. So I'm going to look for it right now, in fact. But yeah, as far as the vehicle shit goes, I don't know. Not too much there to extrapolate on, honestly.
Yeah, no, it's, I don't know. There's been a couple other like 10-second leak clips too of campaign footage, but I don't know. I personally don't really care. There's not enough to talk about with it. And it's the campaign. If it was leaked multiplayer footage, I'd be all over it. But it's like this campaign is very different from multiplayer. It doesn't play the same, doesn't look the same, nothing. So next up here, again coming out of Charlie Intel, they found Activision has created a Warzone Mobile Instagram account officially. It's now a verified account. So obviously that is Activision's real doing. And they've also made a Twitter account that is still private. So they're working towards the Call of Duty Next reveal, which they already said they will talk more about the upcoming mobile game. So maybe we'll even get some sort of release time frame in Call of Duty Next. It's absolutely coming next year. Just don't know when, but maybe we'll get like Q2 of 2023. And that's cool. Again, that's one of the things that'll get them a bunch of cash brought in with microtransactions next year when they don't have a main Call of Duty title in 2023, like a main paid title. So nothing crazy there, but I mean, it's nothing crazy for us and probably for most of you listening, but COD Mobile right now has an insane player base. I mean, more people play that than Warzone on console and PC. I think it's bigger kind of other countries of the world, I guess I would say, maybe where they have less access to buying consoles and $5,000 gaming computers. Most people have a cell phone, so mobile games are the most popular type of gaming in the world still. So that's cool for those people that they'll get Warzone Mobile coming sometime next year. With more info to come, Call of Duty Next, which we're officially, actually, by the way, in the big month. We are in September now. A lot of shit coming up. We actually 2 weeks from today is Call of Duty Next. 14 days from today, we get the beta right after that. Bunch of fun shit coming up, and we are 56 days away from MW2 launch also. So excited to get into all that and see about all of that at Call of Duty Next. Fuck, that's going to be fun. I can't wait to watch that, man.
Yeah, that's going to be big. I am very excited. And when that does happen, keep an eye on the Twitter at the Dropshot Pod. We're going to watch that live.
Absolutely.
We're going to do a little watch party. Yeah. Unless we would get DMCA'd for that, but I think we'd be fine. I'm sure we'd.
If anything, content creators will also be posting YouTube videos at that same time because they'll have already played it prior, so we can go over some of those too. But yeah, that'll be coming up for sure.
So on the topic of COD Mobile, this is cool. Yeah, I mean I agree with everything you're saying. This is big for Call of Duty fans who are not in. What's the term now? Developed nations. Which I think is nice. But here is the very pragmatic hope is that if you are listening to this podcast and you're in a developed nation and you're a Call of Duty fan who plays on console and computer, you should be hoping that everything that could possibly go wrong with Warzone Mobile goes wrong. Because the worse that does, the less they can rely on it for revenue, and the more they would have to divert resources to developing their more premium content. So, what would be most helpful to me, Tanner, and all of you listening? Warzone Mobile is a disaster. Will that be the case? No, probably not. Because the COD Mobile team is probably going to be the same team that's working on Warzone Mobile. And that team is better than every dev studio for any premium title we've had in the last 5 years.
That's a pretty well-received
I've ever heard
game.
about COD Mobile is just fantastic. Every review is fantastic. Things work in that game. You can hear. The aim assist isn't as strong. I mean, everything about it is just well-received. That team knows what they're doing. And I would not at all expect Warzone Mobile to flop.
Oh,
unfortunately, but you should have your fingers crossed that it does if you're a premium COD title fan like all of you no doubt are. But for
crossplay versus PC,
crossplay versus PC, huh?
Yeah, you want to farm the little mobile shitters?
Mobile versus PC, yeah, that'd be interesting.
You can play like on your iPad and stuff. Oh, they have auto aim. It's not even aim assist. It's just auto aim. Yeah. You just have to get within like 10 feet of the person, I think, and it kills them.
Yeah.
We should play COD Mobile. I'm not going to actually. Never mind. Did you?
I emulated it on my PC.
That thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
And it was, the easiest thing on earth, obviously.
That's fucked up that you did that.
Yeah, I'm cheating, huh? Yeah, well. Happens to me all the time. Anyway, Warzone Mobile. That's cool, man. So there you go.
Yeah, next up here, we got a leak from Ghost of Hope, so we'll see. Interesting piece of info I heard from a trustworthy source recently. Infinity Ward are planning to release almost all Modern Warfare 2 2009 OG MW2 maps all at once sometime during the post-launch of Modern Warfare 2 22222. Very likely this could be year 2 content. This is actually believable. I can't see them dropping it all at once, like he's kind of saying, because I feel like in season 1 we'll get a remake or two already. But I do think this is something big. Or, as we had talked about a couple episodes ago, that video game writer, Jason Schreier, I think it was something he had said about 2023 could essentially be like a premium title that's not a premium title. I mean, I don't see how they could release all the MW2 maps at once and charge for it, but you never know. I don't think they would do that if they would charge for something, but I think that's kind of what he's getting at, is this could be some year 2 content regardless. But this is pretty unsurprising. I mean, Infinity Ward has 2 years to work on this game, or not work on it, to patch it, and it continue to be the the current life cycle of that game. And Infinity Ward is obviously the biggest Call of Duty studio. They're Activision's favorite little buds. So this is something they would have them do, because this would bring a lot of players in. If you just said MW2 2009, every map remastered, we're dropping at this date. That would bring a lot of hype to the game. Maybe remaster a single player alongside with that, launch it at the same time. Some dumb shit like that could bring in a bunch of hype, bunch of cash.
They already remastered the single player.
No, what's the single player they haven't remastered though? Is it MW3 then? There's another single player people have been asking for.
Yeah,
that wouldn't really line up, but maybe they do MW3 remaster next year and all these maps. But we'll see. I just think this could bring in a lot of hype when undoubtedly multiplayer will be struggling and dead at that point because of Warzone and DMZ and COD Classic multiplayer being not nearly as popular as it was 3 years ago. So this could bring a lot of people in, and I can definitely see this happening, honestly.
Didn't Ghost of Hope also say Terminal's going to be in at launch or season 1 or something?
I don't know if he said at launch.
This fucking guy. So I put the odds of this being true, that they release every MW2 map or nearly all of them in the second year, at less than 1%. There is no fucking way they're going to go a year and not remaster classic MW2 maps. There is no chance that is true.
I think you're reading into it wrong. I think he means year 2 content as in 2023, meaning this could launch in March of 2023. I don't think he literally means early like 2024, like year 2. I think he's talking about like next summer.
That I could see.
It wouldn't make sense, because you're right, that'd be way too long to remaster maps if they actually wait until year 2 would really start in October of 2023. That's when year 2 of the game would start.
That's really what year 2 sounds like to me.
Yeah, maybe that is what he means. That's not the way I'm taking it. That's insane to think, yeah. If this is coming, this would absolutely be next year sometime, within less than 1 year of MW2 launching. And I can see Infinity Ward doing this, honestly, and Activision wanting this. A lot of hype and would be brought to multiplayer from that.
That's true if it were, like literally calendar year 2023. I don't think that's what he means, though, because he's calling it year 2. And let's be clear.
What's it? Yeah.
Ghost of Hope, not the brightest bulb in the room, or whatever the expression is. So maybe he does mean 2023 and he said year 2. But if he actually means year 2 in the way that would mean it, which is like the second year of the game's life cycle, almost a 0% chance this is true.
Or it could
there's no way they're going to wait a fucking year to remaster any of the fan favorites from MW2. Yeah. There's no chance that's true.
It could even be chance. Like by the time year 2 is getting around that we have already had almost all of the MW2 maps remastered.
Yeah. Exactly. So I don't know what the fuck he's thinking. And even if he means like March or something of 2023, which would not be year 2, right? Better, then that's still, I don't know if that makes sense to do, because I think they would rather have hype for each season by remastering a really banger map each season, as they've been doing. Like, it would bring a ton of people back to the game if in March they just drop every MW2 OG map. Sure. But would that be worth not being able to do that ever again? Probably not.
Yeah, exactly.
And Activision knows
that.
They
need to drip feed it.
I don't believe it. And coming from Ghost of Hope, I particularly don't believe it. Yeah. This seems very unlikely to me. I would not believe this at all.
Yeah.
I think by season 1 we're going to get like 1 or 2 like fan favorite maps remastered. and then continue to get them drip fed.
Yep, yeah. And I would rather be drip fed, honestly.
I would also rather that
People
too.
complain about the drip feeding, but I prefer the drip feeding. You would rather, get 2 maps every few months rather than get fucking 20 of them at once and then be bored of them a week. You're going to get bored at the same time no matter what. So I'd rather be drip fed, honestly. But so anyways, we'll see about that. And not much else. The last thing here, the last little point, again from Charlie Intel, Phil Spencer, who is the head of Xbox, has confirmed that Microsoft intends to put Call of Duty on Game Pass and reconfirms they will launch Call of Duty games on PlayStation the same day it launches Xbox once the deal closes.
The deal being Microsoft acquiring Activision.
Correct. Which is still up in the air. It's still going through all the legal fiasco. There's some shit going on in the UK right now where the UK government is doing shit to make sure I think they're like taking a vote and whatnot to see if they should allow it, blah, blah. It's going to happen. It just may end up taking longer than what Activision and Microsoft wants. It probably will take longer for this acquisition to complete, but it will absolutely go through at some point.
Yes, for sure. Yeah. So this is good, obviously. I think the PlayStation fucking getting like beta early like they're doing again this year, and that's been going on for so long. Those dumb exclusivity deals were stupid. I think they sucked, and it will, if Microsoft doesn't do that, that would be good. I would be happy with that. But yeah, they're not gonna not sell COD games to PlayStation players. They make so much money on selling video games to every console, and they're not going to stop doing that. The argument would be if we make it an Xbox exclusive like Halo, we'll sell more Xboxes, and therefore we'll make up that money we lose by not selling the game to PlayStation themselves. That's the argument. But Call of Duty is such a staple and it's such a household name. They're not gonna, I don't think, stop selling it to PlayStation and make it an exclusive title. I don't think that'll ever happen. So I wouldn't worry about this at all.
And it wouldn't happen for years if that were the case.
And even if it was ever going to happen, yeah, it would be years down the line.
4 or 5 years, probably.
Yes. Agreed. So there you go. All right, Tanner.
Yeah,
so we did not find the underwater footage. I looked for a little while. I couldn't find it.
It sucks.
Unfortunately. So we'll look into it. Hopefully we can get our eyes on it. I didn't know it existed. Otherwise I would have looked harder prior to this. But if any of you saw the underwater footage, let us know your thoughts on it. And that's it. So Patreon overhaul. It has happened. Patreon.com/thedropshot. Best way to support the show. You can get up to 5 bonus eps a month. We do monthly hangouts. All patrons get ad-free and early access episodes of the podcast. And it is once again the best way to support the program. Go to patreon.com/thedropshot. Ad-free, bonus, early access, etc. Check it out. Follow us on Twitter at the Dropshot Pod. And be here Saturday, especially if you're a patron. We're giving away the Vault Edition of MW2 to a patron. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Thank you all for watching and listening. Have an excellent evening, of course. And as always, remember, stay humble.
Stay humble.